continuing to listen to laRs by Louise Eldrick, um, which, yeah, it is the sort of the two families dealing with the accidental shooting of the child Dusty, and dealing with it by giving their son laRs to um, the family with the mother and father of the dead child. But it's like the two mothers are sisters, but or half sisters, but they're just sisters apparently. um, but they hate each other, and she won't. The grieving mother will not let the other mother visit with her child at all, just keeping him. Uh, and and it's interesting because like the daughter of the dead boy is like what is talking to laRs like, well, you're supposed to be the magic kid, so you have to fix my mom. And well, how do I do that? And it's like, well, you say yes to whatever she says, like you do. And there's like tons of like alcoholism and grieving father, which I'm going to get all the names straight, is like fentanyl. It's like serious stuff, and they've got another like so-called friend from the wild days who actually tried to kill him because they thought he had money, but he feels kind of butthurt because it's like, well, that was because of money. And so it's like there's all these complicated relationships. And there's also, just in the back of my head, is like, I don't know about Louise, um, I'll have to get her name right too, Louise Eldridge or whatever it is. It's like, I don't think she's native, which is always that thing of, is this one white person telling a story to another white person about natives and me, indigenous people, and me trying to take it as authentic? And should it be authentic, or should it just be a good story? But what makes a good story in some ways is the authenticity. Like, I believe these characters, I believe the pain that they're going through, and I believe kind of the ways, the tools that they're using to deal with it. So it kind of makes a difference if it's just bullshit, or if it's just as close to um, what I might understand as a white person, a white cultural, who has no clue about these things. So yeah, those are all the things that are swirling through my head about laRs at the moment. Really, really well written, really tough. Oh, and also some teenage girls who quote the Rutger Hauer speech in Blade Runner and totally explode. Kind of the male male kind of like, oh, I'm a tortured soul. I've seen things that you humans have never seen, because they're making fun of a horny priest who's got replicant eyes, they say, which is very funny and just totally devastating. I'm always gonna think about a couple of young native teenage girls totally ragging on Blade Runner now, which is great. That's what the world needs.